Hey everybody, Dylan Distraction here, coming to you live from Batlantic Studios. Thought I'd do a quick back to drawing board talk about comic book show. It's on my drawing table, and let you know, Nuke Force right now on Kickstarter. That's right, link is in the description. Go to Kickstarter, grab a reward level. Thank you so much for your patience. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for being awesome. Wherever you are, whoever you are, whatever you are. Thank you for being awesome. I appreciate you. Yeah, thrilled to have Nuke Force ready to go. Definitely one of the best things I've ever created. I need your help to hit goal so I can get it printed and shipped off to you. I love working on these characters. I love this world I've created. Super psyched for everybody to experience it. I love the feeling. I love the sort of vintage, retro, future sort of work I'm doing. I love the vintage coloring techniques I've been doing. There's a bunch of great surprises and things I'm hoping to unlock with the Kickstarter campaign, but I need your help right now. Go to Kickstarter, links in the description, and help us hit goal. I would be so appreciative. It will be great. So please, 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 please go check out the Kickstarter. Means a lot to me. Thank you. All right, so this is Nuke Force drawing these pages. I wanted to have original art to be able to give away in the campaign. So what I'm doing is drawing some Nuke Force pencil pages, and these are a sequence I came up with, and these pages will be available in the campaign. So if you back the original art reward level and you say, oh, I want page 2, oh, like that. And then if you're like, oh, I want any of those pencil pages you did on your YouTube, I'll be like, okay, cool, and I'll send them to you. So that's the plan. So that's why I was drawing these traditionally, but I will be digitally inking them just because I enjoy digitally inking. And if you wanted to, if you're like, oh, I'd really love to have you ink that page I got, figure something out. But I do like digitally inking. It's just kind of how my work is now. It's how I work on stuff. So that's what I'm thinking I'll do. And I've been digitally penciling too. So even just penciling feels awkward to me these days. I'm like, oh, I can't just hold and snap a line and it automatically straightens. Like, no, silly goose. You gotta get out a ruler. You gotta use a ruler like a caveman. Okay, well, I guess if I have to, I have to. I love just guessing where perspective lines are. Somewhere that, yeah, sure. This will all be in color anyway, so that'll be a blue handle. This will have. The thing is, it looks sparse sometimes when you're drawing stuff like this. You're like, oh, there's nothing here. And it's like, well, no, that'll all be in color and there'll be dialogue there. So, do you ever look at, like, old black and white artwork from years ago, and it's like, oh, they didn't fill in everything. Like, there was a lot of spots where they left space for stuff. I've been trying to show off work I'm a fan of, and was showing off this Simon and Kirby hardcover, which is a big book, great book. It shows original artwork that Simon and Kirby did, and it looks really dense because it is. Kirby drew like a son of a gun, but also there's a lot of dialogue. I mean, every page has dialogue. And Kirby's thrown in a lot of stuff. He definitely didn't. Nothing feels boring. Ooh, these are cool. These are noir pages. What is this from? Police Trap number 19. No, Police Trap. Masher. Police Trap. great. Romance comics, war comics, crime comics. Love all that stuff. Alright, so that's a hand reaching for a thing. Great. People get that. That's that hand. Reaching for that thing. Cool. That's not a straight line. So, hope everybody's having a great day, wherever you are. Stuff I'm excited about. I don't know. There's a lot of cool stuff happening. Saw Thunderbolts. Thought it was great. I was entertained. I haven't seen a lot of the newer Marvel stuff. But I saw the things that were necessary to see for this. So I'd say if you are going to go see Thunderbolts, make sure you go see Black Widow in streaming. Go see it in your living room. Go see it in your wherever you watch TV in your house. Streaming Black Widow. Definitely watch that one. Falcon Winter Soldier. That's probably one you'd want to see. Has a couple characters from that in it. What else should you probably see? The first Avengers movie. That one's, I think everybody in the planet saw that one, so that would be one I would probably watch. And that one person's from the Ant-Man Wasp movie, right? The one with Ghost. Probably ought to see that one. That one would be a good one to see, I think. So you at least know who that character is. Oh, and you could probably skip them. But not a bad one to watch. Other than that, I don't know. I don't think you need a lot. So if you've seen those, I don't think you'd be too lost. But if you haven't seen the Black Widow movie, yeah, you'll have no idea what's going on. At least I don't think you would. You wouldn't know who any of the characters were, or at least any of the main ones. So, good movie. Enjoyed it. Funny. It was what I expected a Marvel movie to be. I've seen enough Marvel movies now. I get the formula. It's like, oh, there's gonna be some humor. Check. Got that. Oh, there's gonna be some people talking about political stuff. Yeah, that's probably in there. Check. Got that. There's gonna be some cool fight scenes. There's some cool fight scenes for sure. Great looking costumes. Yeah, everybody looked cool in their costumes. My favorite Marvel movie was Winter Soldier. And if you were like, oh man, Winter Soldier, hilarious, I'd be like, really? I don't think there was a joke in that movie. I mean, it was a pretty dark, and then it led into Civil War, which also pretty dark. If you think about what Civil War is about, no, not a happy movie. It's about Captain America and Bucky fighting Iron Man because Bucky killed his parents. Killed Iron Man's parents as Winter Soldier. So it wasn't like a ha 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 ha. Such a great comedy. So I'd say that the reason why I liked Winter Soldier and Civil War is because they just weren't that funny. They were more serious, right? Also why I like the Netflix Daredevil show. It was serious. It felt like it was really serious. And this Thunderbolts movie dealt a lot with mental health issues, but also felt serious. It felt like there was some, like, people could actually get hurt, or they were trying to achieve something. So I like that about it. Because, I don't know, I'm kind of over the jokiness of them, Even with Logan, pardon me, not Logan, that was a little too dark. That one I wept like a baby at the end of. Even the Deadpool Wolverine movie felt like it was a lot of silliness and goofiness. I was like, oh, I don't know. That's not my favorite parts. I know Deadpool is supposed to be a comedy, but Deadpool is a funnier character. But I prefer when he's less goofy. Occasionally having some little humor here and there, I guess is fine, but I don't need it to be a comedy. But that's just my opinion. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I don't make movies. I make comic books. I don't care if they never make another movie. Doesn't really affect me. I got plenty of movies to watch. Doesn't bother me. Don't get too bent out of shape about it. I like stuff I like. There's a lot of stuff out there I just don't like. I don't really talk about stuff I don't like because I don't like it, and why bother wasting my time with it? Alright, so there's Major Grit. Doing some stuff. Hands, looking up at the thing. Makes sense, I think. Perspective's probably correct. That might not be right. If I had a template for that, I'd use it, but I don't really have a template. It ain't gonna work. I have to go looking through my templates bag here. Hold on. Ellipses. None of those look great. Ellipses. Nah. Cool. That one? Yeah. I got a bunch of circle templates, but again, slap a circle template on there. Try that one. See what happens. Even if it's not in perspective, it'll be round. That's half the battle. I don't know if that's half the battle. That's a battle. Is it? I don't even think it's a battle. Good enough. People will love it. No one will know. It's not like they're gonna watch this video and go, wait a second, he's making it up as he goes along. Surprise! That's way off. Trying to do the radiation symbol. So with Nuke Force, they it's a comic book made in 1945 about 2025, and so there's a lot of positive thoughts about nuclear energy and toxic waste. They're like, oh, it's way of the future. This is going to be great. We'll be able to use nuclear energy for everything. Atomic power. Yippee. And so I'm trying to show that a lot of the characters are having to deal with being irradiated or radioactive. And so this character here, Mr. Malto, was experimenting and became transformed into this creature. And so he's a scientist trapped in this sort of body, and he's made out of volcanic rock. And so he's talking with Major Grit about figuring out a way to turn himself back or heal himself, possibly, as they do. And they're experimenting on a chimp, I think. And so, because this was, in 1945, they wouldn't have thought twice about having to experiment on animals. Wouldn't have bothered them. So this story, the sequence I'm doing is they've put this chimp in this container. I changed it to did I? Nuclear warhead? Anyway, put him in this container and they're doing experiments on him. He's like suspended in this goo with all these wires sticking out of him, like a space monkey. And it goes horribly wrong. And they create a monster And then they have to fight the monster. And then they realize they were the monsters for experimenting on an ape. See? And that, my friends, is called karma. And I go, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't experiment on apes. Maybe that's bad. So that's kind of what I'm thinking with this story. It'll be like that. Does this look cool? I don't know. I want them to have the wires on because I have a thing planned for that where the wires are going to be like part of his gadget, part of his shtick. Where the wires will be like tendrils. So maybe instead of just randomly throwing them in haphazardly, I actually do some sort of a plan for how I'm going to organize them like an adult. Instead of being like, I know what's going to look great, 1,000 wires. And then being a 999 wires in and going, what was I thinking? Too many wires. Maybe just like 5 important wires. Instead of having 1,000 wires crisscrossing through the panel. Screwing up where the dialogue is going to go. Or the narration. So yeah, Nuke Force on Kickstarter right now. Please help us hit goals so we can unlock some stretch goals and everybody can get a bunch of bonus stuff. So the way the campaign works is you're not charged until the campaign ends. So you could pledge right now and money doesn't come out until the campaign ends. 30 days. And the other great thing is, what else is great? Other great thing is, if we hit stretch goals, which would be awesome, then you not only get what you backed for your reward, but you also get additional things, like more stuff from me that I've made. So there's really a great opportunity to get more than you back for, so you could get a bunch of bonus stuff. And I'm usually pretty generous with the bonus stuff. So if you've ever backed one of my campaigns before, you realize like, oh no, I backed for a thing and I got 3 things. It's like, yeah, that's usually how I do it. I try to make sure I really hook everybody up with as much awesome stuff as I can, especially in these campaigns, because I am so appreciative when I'm able to hit goal. And yeah, we go. Maybe we'll just do like 5 wires coming out of his back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wires coming out of his back. And then the rest of him is just suspended in goo. Yeah, I think that looks good. But you know what I'm going to do? Maybe I'll have his hands hang limp like maybe I'll have his whole body hanging limp. No, I like him kind of spread out like this so you know that it's a monkey, an ape. Yeah. There we go. All right, yeah. That looks better. 5 wires. Make the wires actually like stuck in them though. There we go. I think people can figure out what's going on there. See, the thing is, oftentimes what you're trying to do with this is trying to draw something that looks cool, but also makes sense, that's readable, right? Like I could do some really cool looking illustration here of something, and then people go like, what is even happening? I don't understand what's going on. Is there a simpler way to show it? And like, yeah, the simpler way to show it might not look cool though. So it is always, I feel, a balancing act between trying to make stuff look cool and look visually interesting and also be readable. Constant struggle. All right, so that's probably not right either. Yeah, it's good. So that, and then that. This, this. Something like that. Cool. All right, what now? I forgot I had originally had this be like a containment thing, and I had turned it into like a missile thing. Does that look better? Yeah, maybe I'll change this one into a missile thing. Like a warhead. And we can talk about that in the... Yeah, that was cool. All right, cool, we'll go with that. So then... And that is a benefit to doing traditional pencils like this, is that I end up doing a lot of troubleshooting and thinking on the board like this. It should make things go more quickly when I'm inking it. Should make things go more quickly when I'm inking it. Where I'll go, okay, yeah, I've made these decisions, I've solved these problems already. No problem. Easy peasy. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bang, bada boom, bada bing. I do wish I had that other blue pencil. I do not. I got like 20 of them inside, maybe? Aggravating. Could have sworn I had more of them with me. Anyway, what are some other books I want to show off? Oh no, we're out of time. I'll show them on the next episode. So in the next installment of the Dylan Distraction Show, please tune in next time when I show off whatever I am going to look at next. I got other books in front of me. I'll grab those. These original drawings are going to be available in the Kickstarter campaign. Please check the link below. Check out the Kickstarter. Thrilled to have it ready to go. Fun to draw these. Hopefully you're getting a kick out of this. I like this workflow. This is kind of the Rob Liefeld workflow where he draws in a sketchbook and then prints it out as blue line and then draws it on paper. And so that's what I did. I drew these in a sketchbook, scanned them, blew them up, printed them out on comic book boards with all the blue line on it. I like this process. I think this is a fun way to work. I'd like to continue working like this. I think this is a cool sort of way to do this. So hopefully you get a kick out of this. And if you want these original drawings, let me know. They'll be available in the Kickstarter campaign. DylanDistraction.com, make comics cool, Dylan Andrews Art. And yeah, back to Kickstarter campaign. It's in the description, got the link. Okay, thanks. Bye.